Hey, welcome back to Dear Twin Flame. It is October 12th. It's Monday of Thanksgiving weekend, and no, I'm not going to record or start recording all the time again. This is really just a Thanksgiving shout out to my twin flame to say a whole bunch of stuff, but where am I? I am in the bush at Blacks Point Beach. There's a lot of water. Yeah. And why am I here? I am here and I am recording today because this Thanksgiving was definitely not how I would choose to do Thanksgiving. I thought for sure I would at the very least be having Thanksgiving dinner with my mom and my dad, missing my grandma and my aunts and uncles because usually it's a really big family event. But my mom is sick and currently waiting on COVID testing, and my son is sick, not with COVID, but with probably, well, okay, he's sick. He is, honestly, I think mirroring your household, Dear Twin Flame, because he is complaining of all the symptoms of strep throat. He was complaining, he's not today, but he was complaining of all the symptoms of strep throat without actually having any symptoms, like no physical manifestations of having strep throat. The doctor says he's fine, there's no fever, there's no inflammation, there's not even any redness, but he is convinced that he can't swallow, or he was convinced he couldn't swallow, and blah 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 blah. So we are keeping our distance from everybody and anything. So yeah, there's that. So my Thanksgiving was not, and for me it's funny, all through COVID it hasn't really gotten us down. We just do our thing and we Skype and FaceTime with everybody and have that connection, and it's never really bothered me too much that I couldn't see my family. But apparently Thanksgiving is my kicker, so it's been a hard weekend for me because my family is big on holidays. It's big on Thanksgiving, it's big on Christmas, and I think this was a kind of a realization that Thanksgiving obviously isn't going to happen. Most likely Christmas isn't going to happen the way we normally have it, and that sucks. That sucks because my family is a big part of my world. So, and plus on top of it, I got stuck with my ex because he wanted to see the kids and they won't go to him. So he's been at my house since Friday, which, I mean, we get along fine and it's all good, but I can't spend it with my mom and my grandma and my aunts and my uncles and my cousins. I sure the heck don't choose to spend it with him. So anyway, why I'm recording, not to complain, sorry about that. I am recording because one of the traditions that my grandfather started with our family many, well, my whole life ago, I guess, he did it with his kids when they were young, was that every Thanksgiving around the table as a family of 20, 30 people, 40 people now, I guess, close to, we'd actually take the time before we ate to go around the table and express what we were grateful for, and to show our gratitude, show our thankfulness, show our appreciation for our lives and our loved ones and all of that. And normally, there's, with each person, there's someone or something that stands out prominently in their little spiel. And this year I just called everybody and told them that I was thankful for them and that they meant a lot to me. But when I was doing all that, you came up in my thoughts, because these last few years have been transformative, and one of the things that my son and I have been talking about lately is there's some philosophy, don't ask me the name of it, he knows, Jung's philosophy or psychology, or I don't know. Anyway, it's about the fact that usually people can trace back their life, and there's five key markers, 5 key masks, 5 key people, whatever, who ultimately form the life of the person. And we've been talking a lot about that because he's very intrigued by the idea, and he asked me if there was anybody in my world that I could look back on now and say were one of those 5 of my lifetime. And I said absolutely, without question. My grandfather was one of those people, for many reasons, and upon reflection, you are one of those people to me. Without our connection, my life without a doubt would not be where it is today, for all the good and the bad of it. You're a pivot point. Our relationship, our meeting, our paths crossing was without question a huge pivot point in my world. And so this Thanksgiving, with all that being said, and I can go into all of that, but I won't, I wanted to say thank you. So I am grateful. I am grateful for our meeting. I am grateful for the path that led to our meeting. I am grateful for where that ultimately turned my world. If it wasn't, just a really quick overview, if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't have the friends that I have right now. I wouldn't have the awareness that I have right now. I wouldn't have the life that I've chosen now. Without you, like, you are that pivot point, and I think it's really important to express gratitude for that. So thank you for being that person. Thank you for the change in direction. Thank you for helping me be my true self. And I hope this Thanksgiving that you are aware or are able to see the things that you are grateful for in your world. I also wanted to briefly say I hope I didn't overstep my boundaries by bringing Amira to say hello. It wasn't a planned thing, really. I had told all the kids that I saw you the one day. She was really, well, she and Sadie, but she was really upset that I didn't take her with me. And then when we went to London to have her orthodontist appointment, we were waiting earlier because we were ahead of time. I had another thing I had to do first, and we drove by your work site, and I said, "See that crane? That's where Greg works." And she wouldn't shut up about it, to be quite honest. She wanted to go back and say hello to you after her orthodontist appointment. And I knew it meant a lot to her, and I hoped you wouldn't mind. So just for the record, she didn't stop grinning for like easy 2 hours afterwards. You made her day. She was so happy to see you and so happy to be able to give you a hug. That I appreciate your patience and not turning her away. So thank you for that. Yeah. I guess the only other thing, and I don't even know if you're gonna get this because obviously I stopped making videos, and so you're not checking, I'm assuming you're not checking them on a regular basis. But if you do see this video and you feel that it would be okay for me to have any kind of contact information for you that's not monitored, I guess. I know the email address that I sent to last time is not applicable anymore because you work for a different place, and I didn't know if it was okay. I guess I just want to make sure that me stopping by to say hi isn't infringing, but also that to know if it's okay if I reach out. That would be my question. Also, I heard that you were gonna go to Stratford this weekend, but your sister was away. If ever you want, you can stop by my house. Because, you know, we would have liked company. That wasn't my ex. That would have been good. Yeah. Sorry. It was really nice talking to you the other day. I really enjoyed our chat with no heaviness. It was really cool actually when I left, when I turned off of Highway 4 and you carried on north and I went towards Stratford. I got accompanied the whole entire trip, by a rainbow. The biggest rainbow I've ever seen, the complete rainbow, like one end to the other, plus a reflection of half of it. So on the one side, the left-hand side where I could see the densest part of the rainbow, there was actually a reflection of the opposite. So it went, you know, red, orange, yellow, blue, blah, blah, blah. The other one went the opposite direction. So instead of starting red on the outside and coming into indigo, it went red on the inside and went out to indigo. It was the coolest thing ever, and it made my day even better after. It was just, well, rainbows mean rebirth and renewal and starting over, and it was right after our conversation where it seemed good, and I was happy to see you and just chat with you, and to have a rainbow come out after that and just be like, here, I'm gonna take you home from this because this is awesome and things are changing. It gave me hope, which is what a rainbow's supposed to do. So I hope you felt the same comfort with that last chat that we had, not the one with Amira. And I hope you felt the love that she wanted to share with you with her hug. And maybe, fingers crossed, we can grow this connection again, because we really, really, really appreciate having you in our world. And like I said, I'm grateful for you every day, for where I am, for how my life has changed, and just having an awesome person in my world. So there you go. Happy Thanksgiving. I hope you had a good weekend, and hopefully we'll see you again soon. If you want to give me a shout out, so that I won't harass you, I promise, but just so I have some kind of way to reach you, that would be awesome. I'd appreciate it very much. Until next time, dear twin flame, as always, you have all my love for all my life.